Boom! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad light. She fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and the cop. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing, dog? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are one day away from the day that we have all been waiting for, the day that every single trader and investor on planet Earth is going to be listening to. What is the Fed going to do? What is Jerome Powell going to say? Will they be able to help this market rally continue? We are coming off of the single best month in the Dow since 1976, and over about a 14% gain in the Dow in the month of October. That is one hell of a stock market rally. Does it continue? The answer will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to find out if the Federal Reserve is going to help push this rally further, and if so, how much further are we going to go? Or are we going to get that little bit of a rug pull and the market's going to start to pull themselves back in? Guys, it's all about being prepared for what's about to happen for tomorrow. Tonight on this live stream, I'm going to get you prepared. If you don't know what your plan is, you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know how the hell you're going to make money from all this stuff, I got you covered. That's exactly why we're here. That's exactly what we're going to talk about on this live stream. We also have a bunch of earnings coming out here right now. AMD, Airbnb, we got to analyze them. We got to talk about them. We got to break them all down. So welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those of you that still do not know, if you've been living under a rock, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that's available today. And if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not just the right place, you have come to the place. So welcome to the stream. Smash that like button, turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel. I do these live streams 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. We go live for free right here on this YouTube channel, where myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests will drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons and education that can help you guys become better traders immediately. So like I said, take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, but share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out. Let's educate. Let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. A lot of stuff going on here, guys, right now today. You had jobs numbers come out. You got earnings that are still underway. You had Pfizer and Eli Lilly and AMD and Airbnb and all these other big companies, Uber, all the SoFi, all these other big companies coming out with earnings today. But tomorrow is the day that it all comes to a head. Tomorrow is the day that we're going to see, is the Fed going to give us a 50 basis point hike or a 75 basis point hike? Are they going to start to insinuate that they're going to slow down, or are they going to tell us that their foot is still on the gas? That is going to determine whether or not the stock market rally is going to continue. I've been telling you guys this all year long, that this is the year of the active trader, and the volatility that you're seeing this year provides traders like us with tremendous opportunity. I have been doing this for over 17 years. Okay. Why should you listen to anything that I talk about? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City, 2007, my first job out of college, and then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. The worst stock market crash that most of you have ever lived through, or at least traded through, that are here watching this live stream. But that is not just a time that I just crawled up in a ball and just tried to survive. That's actually a point in time that I thrived, receiving one of the Trader of the Year awards. And now fast forward, I am the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And along with my 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 20-person staff, we are on a mission and continue to achieve that day in, day out by educating and helping thousands of traders from all over the world, regardless of their experience level, how much money they have to start with, to help them to learn and trade and profit consistently in this market environment and in any market environment for that matter. And because of that, we have become the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do workshops and provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and yes, also even long-term investing. You see, we take that university level of education, that curriculum, the same level of curriculum that I received when I worked at a hedge fund in New York, and we pair it, we combine it with today's top financial tools that would cost you over $5,000 a year if you were to go to those companies directly. That's a lot of money for someone that's just trying to get themselves started trading. Might not be a lot of money for the trader at Goldman Sachs, but these are tools and resources that successful traders use, that professional traders use, that help them make better decisions, that increases their chances of success. So you should also be using these tools. We know this. That is why we have spent years building relationships with these companies so that we can offer their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. It literally saves you about $5,000 to $6,000 a year. We're also going to give you access to 10,000 of the TTG members, the most educated, successful, and helpful community of traders and investors that you will find. And of course, you're going to get access to all of the TTG moderators trade alerts, where we have been able to sport a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. We are a family at TTG, folks. We leave no trader behind. Again, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, share this stream on your own social media. We're going to reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But guys, the volatility slowed down the last couple of days, right? The last 2 days, volatility kind of slowed down just a little bit, but that volatility is about to get cranked right back up to 1,000. On a scale of 1 to 100, that volatility meter is about to go back up through the roof, because tomorrow we've got Fed meeting. All right, tomorrow we got the Fed meeting. You can see over the last 2 days, the markets really haven't done all that much after experiencing what was one of the best months that the stock market has had, or that the Dow Jones has had, one of the best months that you guys have seen since 1976. We had a little bit of a cool off day today. We got some jobs numbers that came out today. You got some PMI data that came out today. The markets didn't necessarily like it, but we're also sitting at a major level of resistance. And I'm going to get into with you guys what data came out today, why the markets pulled back. But honestly, it's not about really why the markets pulled back today. It's all about why the markets could rally or pull back and crash tomorrow, depending on what the Fed says and depending on what the Fed does. I'm going to tell you exactly what the Fed needs to say in order for this market rally to continue. And if you don't get that, if the Fed says something else, then you're going to be looking at some more downside. I'm going to tell you exactly what those things are that investors are going to be looking for from the Federal Reserve. But for everybody that's out there right now, and I'm telling you this right now, I come on these live streams and I've done this all year. And when I come on here, I get very serious with you guys when we are about to get into catalysts that are going to really move this market. I've told you this many times in the past, and do not let me come back on here tomorrow afternoon, because I will be back on here after the Fed meeting tomorrow to recap the day and tell you what happened with the Fed. Do not let me come back on here and tell you, see, look, I told you so, the markets are going to have a really big move. This is a catalyst that is going to move this market and either continue this push to the upside. There's a lot of people out there that don't think that this stock market rally can continue. There's a lot of people out there that said to me on October 13th, literally October 13th, after the CPI data, I came on this live stream and I told you that this market has more room to the upside, that I think we're going to experience a bear market rally. I told you that we were going to be pushing up to at least 380, possibly 390. That is exactly verbatim what I said to you on October 13th when the CPI data came out, and we switched up, we went long, and we've capitalized on major moves to the upside over the last 2.5, 3 weeks, while the markets have experienced the best month since 1976. We were able to rack in 125% gain on Netflix call options. That's a swing trade that lasted about 3 days. We were able to also rack in about 125% gain on SPY call options. That was also a swing trade that lasted about 3 to 4 days. These are just a handful of some of the trades that we've been on top of while we've caught this stock market rally when a lot of people didn't believe that it was possible. I told you it was possible. I told you that it could happen. I told you that we were getting long, and that's exactly how we were able to make money over the last 2 weeks. But all of that means nothing because of tomorrow's catalyst going forward. I'm going to tell you guys right now how I plan on doing the exact same thing over now the next couple of 2 weeks. You had jobs numbers today. Everybody's scared about a recession. I keep hearing people talking about a recession. I honestly really don't care whether or not we have a recession or not next year. I do think we have a mild recession next year, but I don't necessarily really care, because whether the markets go up or down, we're making money in True Trading Group, and we're going to continue to do so, because that is what this volatile market provides. It provides us with opportunities. Volatility means Bigger moves, bigger moves and faster moves. That's all the volatility is. And if you guys are worried about, recession, you have fair warning. Okay. I'm tired of people just being, I'm worried about next year. If you're worried about next year, do something about it now. No one's going to come to save you. No one's going to come to help you. The government's not going to come to help you. But lucky for you, you're in a situation right now where people are still cashed up. Unemployment's at 3.5%, which is still the lowest unemployment rate that you guys have had in decades. And it's still the tightest job market that you've had in decades. So even people that do start to lose their jobs, you guys are still looking at the tightest job market that we have ever seen. This is not the time to be saving cash and then hide it under your mattress. It is time to do something, not just sit back and do nothing. People were shocked when COVID happened. You lost your job from one night to the next. You are not going to be shocked if the economy goes into a recession next year, because everybody's been talking about it for the last several months. If you are shocked, then shame on you, because you have ample time right now to do something about it. Jobs numbers came out today, job openings. You had 10.3 million job openings in August. You had 10.7 million job openings in September. So even in the face of the Federal Reserve trying its hardest to slow down this economy and to cool off this red hot economy, they're trying to slow it down. You are seeing areas of the economy slow down. There are other areas that are slowing down. There's other areas that are not. The labor market is still as tight as it can be. Now, that labor market has to soften. It will soften. Okay, unemployment will begin to tick higher over the next, 3 to 6 months. That will happen. It has to happen. You need it to happen. You actually want it to happen in order to help bring inflation back down to reasonable and manageable levels. You can't just have inflation sit up here at 8%. It's got to come back down to 2 to 3%. In order for that to happen, you need to have unemployment start to go up just a little bit. But that's okay, because many of you may not know this, but if you looked at the last 20 years, the average unemployment rate is actually over 5% over the last 20 years. Right now, you're at 3.5, 3.7, which is you have to go back to 1969 to find a lower unemployment rate. Literally. Okay. So that's where you guys, that's the labor environment and the market environment that you find yourselves in here now today. Take advantage of the opportunities that this market is providing to you. It's no longer about tech. Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, those stocks are no longer leading this market. So what has worked over the last 10 years of I'll just buy the dip in all of my tech stocks. There are other stocks that are making all-time highs. There are other stocks that over the next 6 to 12 months are going to outperform and that are going to provide you with opportunities to literally be in stocks making all-time highs while tech stocks are sitting down at new lows. Amazon, Alphabet, brand new lows on the year today. That is not where you want to be for the next 6 to 12 months. There's other areas of this market that are going to give you guys opportunities. Let's roll things over. I want to start talking about some of the earnings that are coming out right now as we are getting things into here. But you got to be welcome to the new normal, folks. This is a whole new world, and it has never been more suited for you to have the opportunity to take advantage of this market. But this is a new world. This is a new era. The plus decade run in tech stocks with interest rates at zero, that is over. Interest rates are not going back to zero. There is a new leadership segment of this market that is presenting itself to you. And if you are not able to recognize that, you will be left behind and your long-term portfolios will be left behind. Let's get on. Yes, exactly, Alan. So let's get into the earnings. Okay. You had the earnings come out here for AMD. The stock is not really giving you that much of a reaction after they just came out with earnings. Their earnings per share missed, okay, and their sales missed. So AMD missed. Earnings per share were 67 cents. The expectation was 74 cents. Their sales were 5.57 billion. The estimate was 5.82 billion. So slight misses on earnings from AMD. The stock's not really having that much of a reaction. The stock is only down 1.5% right now on the day, and you've only traded down about 10 or 15 cents from the closing bell from when after they've reported their earnings. So not necessarily much of a surprise here on AMD's earnings. The stock is not really giving you that big of a reaction. And now, actually, as we're talking, you're actually getting a little bit of a pop here to the upside on AMD as it absorbs a lot of the earnings information that is coming out. And what you're going to be listening for later is going to be the conference call from the management team to really talk about what's the guidance going forward. That's really what what people are interested in. It's what's the guidance? What is the guidance? I don't care about what happened over the last 3 months. What's going to happen over the next couple of months? Because everybody's worried about an upcoming recession. And how are companies going to be positioned for the upcoming recession? Okay, that's what people want to be looking for. Now, guidance. So AMD is giving you guidance right now. They see Q4 revenue of 5.2 to 5.8 billion versus expectations were 5.85 billion. So slightly under everything right now. Everything is slightly under. They see full year, fiscal year of 2022. They see full year guidance at 23.2 to 23.8 billion versus 23.88 billion was the expectation. Everything has been slightly under on AMD's earnings so far. EPS slightly under. Sales slightly under. Q4 revenue slightly under. Full year revenue slightly under. All of the things that have come out so far for AMD are slightly under, but yet the stock is actually trading higher than where it was previously. When you see that, that is a sign that a lot of the negativity has been baked into the stock. Okay. Everybody was expecting bad earnings from AMD, from NVIDIA, from your semiconductors, because they have given you poor earnings over the last couple of times that they have reported. And semiconductor stocks are extremely cyclical, which means they are very, very tied to the strength of the economy and whether you're going through a period of growth or a period of retraction or retracement or a recessionary environment. I do expect the semiconductor stocks to underperform over the next 6 to 12 months. I do not think that if you are going to be buying these stocks, you can't be buying them because you think in the next 1 month or 2 months that these stocks are going to rip back. Like you don't think you're not buying AMD right now at 60 because you think AMD is going back to 150 in the next 3 months. It's not. But these stocks are stocks that I believe very much in the long term. You look at AMD, you look at NVIDIA, these are stocks that are in my portfolio. I sold out of them last year, but I'm added back to those positions this year, and I plan on holding the stocks for a very long time. But just manage your expectations. Understand that these next 12 months is not going to be a series of tech is going to lead the way higher. Tech will not lead the way higher as we go into 2023. Other segments of this market are going to become the market leaders. And that is something that I'm going to send out a full report to my TTG members before this year is over. You will get my entire 2023 outlook, exactly what sectors of this market I think you should be investing into for next year, and stocks that I think you can buy this year that would perform better next year. And it is not going to be loaded with a lot of the tech stocks that so many people think are just going to have this massive jolt back to all-time highs. They're not, but those are more long-term plays. What I want you to focus on with AMD from a trading perspective is $62. If you look at the chart of AMD up here at 62 to 62.50, you will see this massive level of resistance on the chart. It does not take an experienced chartist to see this. You don't, right? I mean, you guys can see, everyone on here, whether you're brand new or you've been doing this for 15 years, everybody can see that the stock has been unable to get above this price area. The line that I've drawn right across my screen, that is a huge level of resistance for AMD. And this is a level that's going to be on my watch list for tomorrow. And if AMD gets over 62, 62.50, you have to look at that play for a potential long. On the flip side of, well, not the flip side, adding to that, NVIDIA and AMD trade almost lock in step. These stocks are very similar. They're very similar companies, similar products, and similar technologies. They service similar areas, okay, of the semiconductor space. And you have, just like you had an area at 62 on AMD, you have a massive area at 139 on NVIDIA. I want you to draw lines on your screen. 62, 62.50, that's AMD. 139, that's NVIDIA. Okay? These areas, if you look at NVIDIA, you can see here, resistance, right? Resistance, okay? Resistance, all right? And then resistance over the last 4 days. These are big levels of resistance for the semiconductor names of AMD and NVIDIA. Watch these areas. if you get a bullish catalyst tomorrow from the Federal Reserve, these are going to be price levels that if AMD and NVIDIA can get above, I will be a buyer and I will be long those stocks for a move to the upside over the next about probably at least 2 days. If we can get over these levels, if the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell give us a bullish catalyst for tomorrow. So like I said, draw those lines on your screen for those two stocks. And then we can go ahead now and talk about Airbnb. So Airbnb, the other big name that was coming out with earnings here today, initial reaction to the downside. The stock has since recovered. Let's talk about what the earnings actually were. They actually beat on earnings per share and they beat on sales. So these are actually some pretty decent earnings coming out of Airbnb. Earnings per share, $1.79. The expectation was $1.45. Sales were $2.88 billion. Expectations, $2.84 billion. They see Q4 revenue of $1.8 to $1.88 billion. The expectations, $1.85. So right in line with expectations for Q4 revenue and slight beats on Airbnb on their earnings. And you got your first initial reaction to the downside. The stock has since recovered. Let's go and talk about some levels here for Airbnb. It's all about 100, baby. This level is a big level for Airbnb. Not only is this 199, not only is $100 a key psychological level for just stocks in general, there's a couple of different price points that are psychological areas that are like for penny stocks, the $1 mark, that's a big psychological level for a stock. You know, the $10 mark, that's a big psychological level for a stock. And the $100 mark, big psychological level for a stock. So you just had a situation right now where when you look back left, okay, when you look back to the left, you'll see previous support back there in September, and then you see previous resistance back there in July, right? So there's your previous resistance at July. Then you broke above it. Then it became support. Now you just came out with earnings and the stock just dropped right down to where? That same exact $100 level. And now you're getting a little bit of a bounce off of that area. I would look for that area to be support for Airbnb. And I actually think Airbnb continues to trade in a channel. And that's exactly where this stock is starting to establish. This is called a channel. We have a very clearly defined level of resistance and a very clearly defined level of support. And as I make this bigger so you guys can see, as I take a look at this chart, I see as clear can be. Here's your resistance up here around 128. Okay, so there's your resistance back there in August. There's your resistance there in September. And then now you can also see the 200-day moving average, which is this yellow line on my screen. You see that 200-day moving average is coming into play to create another level of resistance if and when the stock gets up to that price. And in the meantime, you have this $100 level that's acting as a level of support as this channel has now been created. So you've got about a $20, $28, $30 channel that has been formed here on Airbnb. And that's a very, very tradable channel. You can get long the stock down at 100 and you want to sell it up there in the mid to high 120s. And that, folks, I believe is a very tradable range on Airbnb. All right. Guys, we've got nearly 1,400 people that are on this live stream as I'm going through and analyzing earnings and giving you guys these price areas and support and resistance levels. And we are only sitting at 460 likes. I want you guys right now to go ahead and absolutely destroy that like button. Show us some love. Show me you guys appreciate the analysis that I provide for you on these live streams totally for free, because what I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you my entire game plan for tomorrow on exactly how I plan on making money based on the Fed meeting that we're about to get for tomorrow. So in case you guys haven't noticed, Jerome Powell's getting ready to give a speech tomorrow. And that speech, every single market participant in the world is going to be listening to that speech from Jerome Powell. So go ahead and smash that like button if you guys want me to give you my analysis for the Fed meeting for tomorrow. And guys, I'm going to be live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow with members, obviously, in chat. So at 2 o'clock, you're going to get the actual announcement itself. Then at 2:30, you're going to get the press conference. The press conference, in my opinion, is more important than the actual Fed announcement itself. And we will be live inside of chat with all of our members. I'll be on the microphone. I'll be breaking it down in real time, telling you what I'm buying and what I'm selling. And we'll also be on the mobile app. So even if you can't be in front of your computer tomorrow, you can use our mobile app. Our mobile app will let you listen to the audio commentary because I'm talking to you on the microphone, plus the 9 other professional traders that are mods in TTG. They're talking to you on the microphone throughout the day. So the mobile app will let you listen to us as we're talking, and it will also let you see our screen. So all the mods, we share our screens and our trading monitors. So you'll actually be able to see what we are looking at. You'll be able to see that on the mobile app. You'll be able to hear what we're saying on the mobile app, and you'll also be able to get real-time push notifications whenever one of our moderators enters or exits a trade. And that's how so many members of True Trading Group are able to use this platform and benefit from it, even while they're working full-time jobs. Okay, so we actually will come on the microphone and we're going to tell you exactly what we're going to do before we actually do it. It's one of the benefits of being part of TTG is that you're going to know what professional traders are going to do before they actually do them. So I'm about to give you guys my entire game plan for tomorrow. I will be giving you some trader psychology tips as well to keep yourself grounded for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I expect to be a very volatile day. So I'm going to give you my game plan. But then also we're going to touch upon a couple of trader psychology tips to keep you guys grounded and to make sure that you guys are trading tomorrow with a clear head and undistracted. And you guys can really focus on making some money for tomorrow. All right. But before I go into my game plan, I would like to see, we got about 1,300 people that are on the live stream. I do want to see how many people are not members of True Trading Group. Do me a favor, folks. Go ahead right now. Type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, I want to know. If you're on this live stream and you're not a member, I know my TG fam, you guys are representing, you're here on this live stream. I see many of you commenting, but if you're not a member, type the letters TTG real quick. I want to see how many people are on the live stream that are not members of TTG. Let me see here. We've got Tammy Silver, Smooth Operator. We got Alex, Impulse, Joe, Alex, Camden, Finance Forever. We've got Mike, SD, Jonathan Wilson, Stort Spencer, BN, Tom, Harsh, KK. I love it. Lots of new faces here joining us today. I love it. You guys are dedicated. You're motivated. You're trying to get some information that can help you make money tomorrow and going forward. I love it. I love the dedication. Kevin, Ian, Silver Eagle, Muhammad, Lana, John Bianchi, what's up? Gonzalo goes, I will be a member soon. Gonzalo, I'm ready when you are, man. Ruth Davey, Dewan, Jamie, yes, Salvatore, what's up, guys? Beautiful. Lots of people here. Guys, listen, I'm excited as all hell for tomorrow. I hope you guys are too. You shouldn't be scared for tomorrow. You shouldn't be nervous for tomorrow. You should be excited for tomorrow. The reason why I'm excited, the reason why my members are excited is because we have a clear game plan. I am not shooting from the hip. I never shoot from the hip. I always have a plan. And that plan has allowed myself and members of True Trading Group to make money, not just these last 2 weeks, but for the entire year. And we're going to do that again here going forward. Because the fact of the matter is, members in TTG, they're making money and they're becoming better traders because of the education, the guidance, the tools, the resources, the mentorship, and the game plans that they are given on a daily basis. To prove it to you, watch this really quickly. Members of True Trading Group, members, if you guys are excited for tomorrow, and if you are making money this year, if you are becoming better traders this year because of TTG, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. Literally, type the $ in chat right now. If you guys are making money this year, you're becoming better traders, and you are excited as all hell for tomorrow, I want you to type the $. Now, listen to me. If you guys are not members of True Trading Group and you're one of the people that were typing TTG, my advice, literally just watch and pay attention to how many people are typing the $ inside of chat right now. Just watch. Take a look at this side of the screen. See how many people are typing the $ right here. These people are no different than you. They found True Trading Group the exact same way you did. They attended one of these live streams. And they learned more in 1 hour with me on a live stream than they probably learned trading the entire last year by themselves. They've got all the same excuses that you've had, right? How could all of these people be making money? It's got to be fake. It's got to be a scam. No, these are real people. These are not bots. These are real people just like you that had small accounts, that have full-time jobs, that had no experience, that lost money in the market before, that were scammed by some other group that promised them the world and gave them zero. But yet here they are now telling you that they're making money and that they are becoming better traders. Guys, is trading easy? No. Is it impossible? No. And these people that are typing this right now, they are living, breathing proof of that. And a lot of them did it with full-time jobs. We have 10,000 members in True Trading Group from all over the world, many of which have full-time jobs. Guys, do me a favor, members that all just type the $. If you are making money while working a full-time job, do me a favor and type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to give you my game plan for the Fed in just a moment. I'm going to tell you exactly how I plan on making money tomorrow. If this, then that type of scenarios. Be reactive tomorrow. Don't try to predict what the Fed's going to say. Have a plan based on what they're going to say and then react when it actually occurs. You have a far greater chance of being successful if you react instead of trying to predict. I'm going to go over that in just a moment. But look at how many people are telling you they're making money while working a full-time job. Look at this. Read some of these. Let's see. A contractor, a CPA, an engineer, an IT security officer, HVAC, real estate, tech support. I'm on set right now in the film business. A lawyer, a truck driver, driveway seal coating, another truck driver, another HVAC. I own a cleaning service company, a corrections officer, a plumber. Yo, Jimmy Hart, what's up? I deal with Adam all day. That's a job in its own. IT for Cisco, more real estate, legal, radar system technician, a consultant, assistant accountant, graphic designer, event marketing, natural gas, a chef. I own a pawn shop, a financial analyst, a writer, another truck driver. I don't have to keep reading all of these professions, but you guys get the point. Members of TTG are able to make money while working full-time jobs. And if they can do it, so can you. A lot of the professions I just called out are very demanding, very busy, and have tough schedules. Use the mobile app. We have spent a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort building that mobile app because I understand what you guys need in order to reach your goals and to become consistently profitable. It is why we have put together the level of curriculum that we have, which is a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. The other 9 professional trading moderators have all added to that educational curriculum. It's why we've spent the years building relationships with some of the top companies in the world to put their products on our platform. Endless meetings, endless phone calls, endless relationship building, endless, kissing, to get those deals done for you. Because the $5,000, $6,000 that it costs to pay for those type of tools, not a lot of money for the trader at Goldman Sachs. But that's a lot of money for most people that are trying to get started. And you have access to those tools on the TTG platform for no additional cost whatsoever. You think that's impressive? If you are a TTG member and you have now transitioned to a full-time trader, type the number 1 in chat. If you thought it was impressive how many people are making money while working a full-time job, now watch this. TTG members, if you have transitioned to be a full-time trader, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat. Now, again, non-members, just pay attention to some of the comments that you see coming through chat. Look at all these people that are telling you they've transitioned into a full-time trader. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think these people are worried about next year? Do you think these people give a rat's ass whether or not we go into a recession? Do you think these people really care whether or not the unemployment rate goes up? Do you think these people necessarily care if gas goes back to $5 a gallon? They don't. They've taken control of their own financial situations. They've made a decision. They said, I'm not going to let somebody else determine my future. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to do it myself. Now, like I said, I can't guarantee that you're going to become successful just because you joined your trading group. It requires you to put in a little bit of effort to actually make a decision to say that yourself, I'm going to put in the effort to actually learn a skill that can better the life for me and my family. And if you're willing to make that commitment, which I think you are, since you're spending time with me on one of these live streams after the market closes, instead of going off and doing 100 other things you could be doing that are not going to help you make money, instead you guys are here with me trying to get information that can help you make money tomorrow and help you understand what's going on in the stock market so you can make better decisions. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt to think that you are motivated and dedicated to make those decisions now, not later. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to give you everything that I have for tomorrow. But first, we've got to give. Oh, do we have a no? Okay, but first, what I want to do, I'm going to give you guys all of my plans for tomorrow. But what I want to do here first, I want to tell members that I see there's a couple of people. I see a bunch of people that are commenting that are asking how they can join the platform. How much is it? What I'm going to do right now is let me go into it and let me actually explain to you guys how you can join the TTG platform, because we do have some incentives for people. If you guys want to join the platform and be ready and be with us, okay, for tomorrow and be with us for the rest of the year, obviously, while we go through this crazy, unprecedented market environment that we find ourselves in. I want to make sure you guys all fully understand how you can join our platform, because our platform, you're not just joining a Discord, right? TTG is an entire platform. And we're like the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price and you get access to all of our tools, all of our courses. There's no upsells for tools and courses. You don't sign up and then you got to pay for a million other things. You get access to all the education, all the tools, and all the resources when you guys join. The price is normally $2,212, but until midnight tonight, if you go to ttgoffer.com and then you enter the coupon code TTG121, you click apply code, you guys can save 48%, which drops the price all the way down to just $11.47. Okay, that is a 48% discount. And the next 7 people to do so will be able to claim a free laptop. It is totally free. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo brand laptop. We cover the shipping cost. We ship anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you live. We have members all over the world on every continent, minus Antarctica. Okay, we'll get you that brand new free laptop, but it's only for the next 7 people. Use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, give it to somebody for a gift. If the holidays are coming up, sell it on eBay. Get yourself a few $100, sell it on eBay. I don't care what you do with it. It's our gift to you for joining the TTG family. We have 7 of those laptops left. This is a 1-year membership, 365 days. Okay, this is a 1-year membership. You're going to be getting access to all of our courses and all of our tools. Okay, those tools that we've negotiated with these companies, you're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. You're going to get Quote Media's full book level 2, TradingView's premium charting software. You're going to get ETNA's simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. That's the same simulator that's used at Cal State University Fullerton, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, Illinois Tech. They all have that simulator as part of their finance programs. You get access to it for free. We cover stocks, options, crypto, futures, all styles of trading, folks. Day trading, swing trading, and also, yes, long-term investing. We're a one-stop shop for all trader identities. There's myself and 9 other professional trading mods that all have different styles and strategies. So no matter what you trade, there's something for you here in TTG. You also get the Trade Ideas scanner. Trade Ideas scanner is the industry standard scanner. It's one of the best scanners that's out there. It's going to cost you a few $100 a year. It's included with your membership at no additional cost when you join and pay just the $11.47. You also get our own proprietary scanner that's similar to FinViz Elite. You can create your own custom scans. Access to our chat room, like I said, where the mods and I share our screens. We're on the mic. You get the mobile app, so you can, even if you're not in front of your computer, you can follow along with what we're doing during the day. We do live workshops daily. You get 2 private study groups as an annual member, so you can actually talk to one of our pro traders, ask questions, and speed up that learning curve. Do a bunch of fun giveaways. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, and stop guessing. Stop guessing. Stop listening to what Mambo Jam's Kitty Cat has to say on Reddit, because I assure you, actually successful traders and all the traders that you just saw type the $ in chat a moment ago, they are not listening to what Mambo Jam's Kitty Cat has to say on Reddit. Bottom line is that we give you the education, the tools, and the resources and the community that you need to succeed. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121 and click apply code. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's only 7 of them left, and that price is good till midnight. And last but certainly not least, anyone that joins here before midnight, we're going to guarantee you a 100% return on your investment, because when you join True Trading Group, we are in business together. When you join the family, I mean it. I say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group, and damn it, I mean it. When you guys join True Trading Group, when you guys decide that you're going to become a trader, you're starting your own business, and we're your partner. That's essentially how I want you to look at it. We're going to help you guys start your own business. And I'm going to back it up with a double your money back guarantee. That's a 100% return on your investment. There's not a single other program out there that is as confident in their platform as we are to offer a double your money back guarantee. It's quite simple. You do not have 30 days to do what I'm about to say. You have the entire year. You go at your own pace, on your own schedule, on your own time. If you join True Trading Group today, you pay $11.47. If you go through our courses, if you pass our quizzes, if you attend one study group, do those 3 things at your own pace, on your own time. No rush. You have the whole year to do it. If you cannot make back the membership fee at least once, the $1,147 after doing those things, folks, I will give you back $2,294. I am dead serious. I didn't stutter. Your internet connection is fine. That is how confident I am in the platform and community that we have created, that I'm willing to give you double your money back if you can't make back your membership fee at least once. That's the deal. Now, I don't think you're going to need to double your money back, because we've only had to refund 2.6% of our users since 2016. We have a 78% retention rate. That's how many people renew their membership. And we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,780 reviews. So based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, based on the refund rate and retention rate, I can very confidently say that this has worked for thousands of people. But if you're willing to put forth an effort, I'm confident enough that I think it can work for you, that I'm willing to back that up with a double your money back guarantee. So you just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. It's only available for the next 7 people. Why do we do that? We believe in our product. We stand behind it. We believe in our community. We offer this so that you have something to make you comfortable, but we are banking our success as a business on you being successful. Make no mistake, True Trading Group is a business, and we are only as successful as our members. And we are banking the success of our business on our ability to help you become successful. Because think about it. If all of our members were just losing money and we were going to have to give back double to all of our members, we would not exist. But we've only had to give back a double your money back refund for 2.6% of our users since 2016. We're not new. This is not a new offer. We've been around since 2016. And yet here I now stand today telling you, if you can't make your membership fee back at least once, I'll give you double your money back. Like I said, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but you have to sit here and say, I want to do this. You got to tell me that you guys are ready to take the step, take control, take matters into your own hands. Stop waiting for somebody else to come and save the day. Stop hoarding cash under your mattress and just putting down the hatches and hoping that you survive. Do something about it. Otherwise, don't complain next year. Don't. And then don't come back next year on one of these live streams and be like, hey, can I still get that 1147? No, because the price of our membership is continuing to go up, and it will be how much higher next year than it is today. But the price you pay today is the price you pay for life. So it doesn't matter what our membership is next year when it comes time for you to renew your membership. Our membership could be $2,500 next year. If you pay $1147 today, you're only going to pay $1147 to renew next year as well. you grandfather yourself in when you guys join True Trading Group. And that's important because, like I said, 78% of our members renew. So based on that, you might save 48% today. You might save 65% next year. All right. So like I said, as long as you see a laptop that's on your checkout page, that's how you know you're getting one. Send a text message, guys, to 786-505-4049. If you have any questions about this membership, about our platform, about me, 786-505-4049. Last 4 weeks, I have averaged 300 a week, sometimes more than 3,000. Oh, I've averaged 3,000 a week, sometimes more than 3,000, says Lord John Magnus. Great job. Really great job. Jamie Rodriguez says, guys, the Benzinga newsfeed is worth that on its own. I'm telling the truth. He's telling the truth. I made my membership back a few times already over the 2 months since I have joined. Petar Pavlik says, I joined TTG 2 weeks ago, and I wish I could found them 2 years ago. Bruce says, join, guys. It is a no-brainer. Scotty G Baby goes, you're going to be too busy counting profits than hanging with that girl that you don't like. You'll have money. Don't need that girl anymore. You'll have. That's hilarious. Tim Horton, welcome to the family, guys. Give Tim a big shout out. Tim is our newest member. All of my TTG members, welcome your new member, Tim Horton. Welcome to the family. That means we have 6 laptops left. These are going to go quick. Okay. We try to get laptops every day. We've got relationships with a handful of wholesalers, and whenever we can get them, we try to buy them in bulk. It gives us a really good discount. It's a great value add for you, for new members, but we can't get them all the time. We haven't had them in a while. We got 6 of them left here. Tim just grabbed one. Go to ttgoffer.com. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you're going to be getting one. All right. So I want a lifetime supply of gift cards to Tim Hortons, Tim. Even though there aren't any where I live. Where Tim Hortons are big where? In Canada? Right? I think they're big in Canada, aren't they? Tim Hortons? Pretty sure. All my Canadian friends. All of my Canadian friends. So like I said, folks, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Send a text right now. Don't call. It's a text-only phone number, 786-505-4049. But yeah, back to Jamie said that Benzinga newsfeed, it's worth on its own. Yeah, if you went to Benzinga, you wanted their real-time newsfeed with the Squawk Box, it's going to cost you over $1,000 a year. That's crazy. Just join True Trading Group for $11.47. You get the Benzinga newsfeed and everything else. So Charles, welcome. We got 5 left now. Charles, welcome. We've got 5 left. That's it. 5 laptops. As long as you see a laptop on the checkout page when you go to ttgoffer.com, that is how you know that you are going to be getting one. You just have to enter the coupon code TTG121. You don't have to enter your address, guys. Okay. After you join, you'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim free laptop. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up. All right. Just go to ttgoffer.com, see a laptop. Cool. TTG121, click apply code. Price drops to $11.47. Check out. You're done. Then check your email. Welcome to True Trading Group. Inside that email, instructions how to claim that free laptop. All right. All right, folks. So like I said, welcome to all of our new members. Tim and Charles. You guys like our new set? I'm on set with Jerome Powell. You guys like that? I'm on set with Jerome Powell. I'm not sure why now we're. There we go. Thank you, Adam. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. All right, let me just do a quick check-in on Airbnb and AMD. I want to check on these stocks real quick. Airbnb is pulling back a little bit. Maybe we can see if we've got I want to see maybe what happens here once they come out with their conference call. Okay, this is interesting. There was a correction on AMD's earnings. That is the reason why the stock actually moved to the upside while we were talking. There was actually a correction. The EPS was 67 cents, but the expectation was 68 cents, not 74. So there is a correction there. And also, this is another correction. Sales were 5.57 billion. The expectations were 5.62 billion, not 5.82 billion. So there are corrections on AMD. So there you go, guys. That's the reason why the stock had traded to the upside, because the earnings were actually, yes, they still did miss, but they did not miss as badly as the initial print was. And that's why the stock actually moved to the upside there. So glad we got some clarification. And you guys want to know where I just got that information from? Guess where? The Benzinga newsfeed. Thank you, the Benzinga newsfeed, for giving me that information to always make sure that I am always up to date with the real facts, not the rumors, the real facts. So that's just one example right there, guys. We got to welcome Brian. Brian is the newest member to the group. Welcome, Brian. Guys, we're down to just 4 laptops, just like that. Hurry up and take advantage of one. Don't even wait for me to finish this live stream. That probably won't last. Open up a new web browser right now. ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. Don't enter your address. You don't have to. There's nowhere to do it anyway. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions to claim the free laptop. Again, do whatever you want with it. Use it to trade with, sell it on eBay. I don't care. Give it to your kid. Give it to somebody for Christmas or for the holidays, whatever. Use it for work. It's yours. But there's only 4 left. You got the double your money back guarantee. I don't think you need it, but I get it. Peace of mind. A lot of you have probably been scammed by other programs before in the past. You're skeptical. I get it. Members of True Trading Group were skeptical at first as well. Now their only regret is they didn't join sooner. Don't believe me? Members of True Trading Group, type the number 2 if you were skeptical at first and now your only regret is that you did not join sooner. Type the number 2 in chat right now. If you're a member and you were skeptical at first, now your only regret is that you didn't join sooner. Guys, if you're not members, pay attention to what your peers have to say. There's no better referral from those of your peers. Listen to them. I understand when I say that kind of stuff, it doesn't really mean much. What am I going to do? Am I going to come on here and tell you that True Trading Group sucks? Of course not. That's why I think it's always better for you guys to listen to what other members are saying. See the comments that they're saying in chat. Ask yourself, why are all of these people on this live stream listening to me right now talk to you, non-members, about sales, about how you can join the membership? Because they support us. We support them. We are a family, and they know the benefit and the value that TTG's platform can provide to you, just like it did for them. Zachary, welcome. There's 3 left now. Guys, they're going quick. Hurry up. Go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. Just enter the code TTG121. That's it. Click apply code. Boom. Check out. You're done. You're good. Get your butt in chat tomorrow morning. We open up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I will be live with you. The 9 of the professional trading mods will be live with you all day. And then 2 o'clock, it's the Fed announcement. 2:30, it's the Fed it's the Fed press conference. It's going to move the market. Speaking of that, let's get into what my game plan is. Let's talk about what I expect to happen tomorrow. Let's talk about, more importantly, how I plan on making money from that tomorrow. Let's take things on over to the charts and let's pull up the SPY. You got a little bit of a move to the downside on the SPY right after the close, after you got a couple of different like earnings that are coming out. It's not just AMD and Airbnb. There's other companies that are coming out with earnings right now as we're doing this live stream, but those are the big ones. Okay. Those are the big ones. But let's go to the daily chart and let's talk about what I think is going to happen tomorrow. Before I talk about what I think is going to happen, okay, before I talk about what I think is going to happen, I want you to draw, if you have your charts in front of you. If not, just take a mental note. If you have your charts in front of you, I want you to go along with me. Draw a line across $389.50. Okay, so I just drew that line right on my screen. Okay, I drew that on my screen. Oh, you also got Devon Energy just actually missed. Pull down Chevron. Not quite. I actually have a small short position on Chevron. Okay, so there's this line, right? 3,950. We drew it on our screen. Okay, so we drew that on our screen. Now, if you have been following my live streams for a while, we have talked about this level for the last 2 weeks. This is a massive level of resistance on the SPY. If you look back to the left, you will notice you can go all the way back to May, all right, to find that this level was an area of support. Then you broke it in June. Then you can see very clearly it became resistance. Then you broke back above it and it became support. And then as we zoom in, it became support. Alex Avedyev says, how can I be a member? Alex, listen to me carefully. Go to ttgoffer.com, then enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $11.47. That's 48% off. Okay? That is 48% off. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of the laptops. There's only 3 of them left. So you guys have to hurry up. All right? There's only 3 of them left. You do not have to enter your address to get the laptop. You will get a welcome email after you join that will have instructions how to claim the free laptop. So Alex, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That price is good until midnight, but the laptops are good until we run out. There's only 3 left. If you see one, you're getting one. And you know what, Joe? Let's while I go over the SPY and my game plan for tomorrow, can you post the syllabus inside of our chat, Joe? Guys, listen, we're going to post our syllabus inside chat. So if you're interested at all, like, hey, what are the courses? Like, what are the topics I'm going to learn? Just click on that link that we're posting in chat. You'll see exactly everything that you'll learn when you join TTG. You're going to get access to all 18 of our courses. Remember that. There's no upsells for courses. We got to welcome Audrey. I'm glad to have you part of the group, Audrey. I'm excited to trade with you. Audrey, welcome, folks. That means we're down to 2. That's it. Hurry up. Go to ttgoffer.com. Alex, you're running out, buddy. Alex, I know you said you want to join, but there's only 2 laptops left. Hurry up. Audrey, welcome to the family. Back to the charts. So like I said, this level was support back there in early September, and then you broke underneath it, and then it became resistance. Now, this is actually where things get interesting. Why? As we zoom in, we take a look. Now, do you guys remember this day? This day right there that I just highlighted in a square, rectangle, whatever. Guys, that was the last time that you had the Fed meeting. That was when Jerome Powell came out, raised 75 basis points, and then moved the Fed funds target rate up. And what happened? The markets crashed. Fresh new lows on the year. Well, now guess what? We're right back to that exact same price. And what's happened over the last 4 days? Well, over the last 4 days, that level that was resistance, that previously was support, that was resistance, that previously was support. That's what happens. That's technical analysis 101. When you have these major levels like this, these major price zones, you'll learn this as a member of True Trading Group. So if some of this is over your head, don't worry about it, guys. I'll teach you all this, I promise. But that's technical analysis 101. When you have a major level, it's support, and if it gets broken, then it becomes resistance until it gets broken to the upside, and then it becomes support. So right now, that level is acting as support once again. But this time, the 100-day moving average, which is this pink fuchsia colored line that's on my screen, that's the 100-day moving average. That is a major moving average. That's a type of technical indicator that you'll learn how to trade with when you guys join. But that is a level of resistance right now for the stock. So I was telling people this last week when the markets were rallying, and I was like, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to break through this level without a major catalyst from the Federal Reserve. And I still feel that way. This is a technical level of resistance. The only way that I believe that we break through this level tomorrow is if the Federal Reserve does one of 2 things. If the Federal Reserve, for some reason, gives you a 50 basis point rate hike tomorrow, we break through that level. I don't expect that to happen. My anticipation is that the Federal Reserve is going to raise rates by 75 basis points for their fourth consecutive 75 basis point rate hike and their sixth rate hike of the year. This is the fastest hike in Fed funds rates in history. We basically went from 0 to a 25 basis point hike, then 50, then 75, then 75, then 75, and tomorrow I expect another 75. There's a 90+% likelihood based on Fed funds futures that the Fed gives you 75 basis points. That's why I think the Fed is going to do 75 basis points. Why wouldn't they? The markets already expect it. The markets are already pricing it in, right? The market's already pricing it in. So why not give the market what they already anticipate? No surprise. Just give it to them. Then it all comes down to the press conference. The real move will happen after the press conference. You are going to get intense volatility at 2 o'clock. All right. Algorithms, computers are going to react to the 2 o'clock statement. The statement is the actual rate hike itself, but there's also a full statement that gets published at 2 o'clock. The second that that statement gets published, every computer algorithm in the world will scan through the whole document within a fraction of a second, looking for specific keywords. When specific keywords are found or combination of keywords are found, markets will then react. The algorithm will then react. That's going to be very volatile. All right. Oftentimes, when you have a Fed meeting, oftentimes the first move is the wrong move. The real move, in my opinion, is going to come from the press conference, because what I think is going to happen is 75 basis points is expected. You may have a situation where the market, the Fed rate hike comes out. Maybe initially you drop to the downside. I'd look for 380 to be support if we drop to the downside. Why 380? Where am I getting 380 from? Watch this level tomorrow. If the Fed gives you 75 basis points, watch for a quick drop down to 380 and test this level. This level is support. Look at not yesterday. Look at Friday, support at 380. Then look at last Thursday, support at 380. Then let's go back further. Let's look at on Tuesday, support at 380. And previous to that, look at Monday, resistance at 380. Then let's go all the way back here to the very beginning of October. Look at that. Look at the 6th, look at the 5th, and look at the 4th. Resistance, resistance, resistance at 380. If you get an initial move to the downside after the 75 basis point hike announcement at 2 o'clock, if the initial move is down, watch 380 to be support. Then listen to Jerome Powell at 2:30. Can't listen to Jerome or don't know what he's saying? Then listen to me. I will be on the microphone at 2:30 talking to members, telling them what Jerome Powell is saying, if I think it is bullish or if I think it is bearish. But what I expect from Jerome Powell tomorrow is a shift in tone. And words and tone is very important from the Federal Reserve. Over the last 2.5 months, ever since your Jackson Hole meeting in August, you have had the most hawkish Fed in history. Maybe not history. The most hawkish Fed since 1980, which is when Paul Volcker slammed the hammer down on the economy to bring down a runaway inflation and cause a double dip recession. That's the last time the Fed was as hawkish as they are now. All right. I think that tone eases tomorrow. What I mean by I think that tone eases is Jerome Powell is going to insinuate that this will be the last 75 basis point rate hike that they are going to do. He's not going to flat out say that, but he's going to insinuate by maybe saying something like this. Further rate hikes may be appropriate, or most likely will be appropriate, but 75 basis points are not normal, or such large rate hikes in the future may not be warranted. Something like that. Any combination of that type of verbiage would be a shift in tone from Jerome Powell. Because what Jerome Powell has said in the last couple of statements has been, I don't care what the cost, we are bringing down inflation. We are going to continue to raise rates. We are nowhere near neutral. We are not yet done. That is what they've said for the last 2.5 months. No matter the cost, we're bringing down inflation. So things you want to listen for from Jerome Powell will be something that insinuates that we're not going to ever see another 75-point rate hike. Verbiage on we are conscious of the slowdown in economic data that we are seeing. Something along the lines that says we've just undergone the fastest rate hike cycle in history, and we need to give those rate hikes time to filter through the economy and see what impact it has. Anything like what you hear me say right now, if you get that from Jerome Powell tomorrow, I think the markets like it because that is a shift in tone. That is not, I don't care the cost, I'm raising rates. That is, we've raised rates a hell of a lot. We still are going to raise, but we're going to slow down. That would tell the market that peak hawkishness is behind us. Now, does that mean the Fed is done? No. They're going to raise rates again in December. But if you get the idea from Jerome Powell that maybe December's rate hike is a 50 basis point hike or maybe even a 25 basis point hike, if you get that inclination, I think the markets move higher. And that could be the catalyst that takes you through 390. And then what you look for is for the 380 support level off the initial 75 basis point hike, drops at 380, 380 holds, Jerome Powell speaks, then the markets rip back to the upside and you get a candle tomorrow that looks something like this. Okay, you get a candle tomorrow that looks something like this, and then you should be in call options at that point, and you can hold those call options for the next couple of days because your next stop on the market from there would be 402. And 402 is going to be this gap entry point from right here. You see that gap? You had the big gap down on September 13th. What happened September 13th? CPI data. You got your CPI data came out September 13th. It was higher than expected. The markets had a big gap down. That's that gap entry point. Okay. If you get a move over 390 tomorrow because of a less hawkish Fed, you look for a target of 402. You should be long. I'll be long. You do what you want. I'll be long. I'll be in call options up to 402. That's what I'm doing with my own money. We got to welcome Lana. Lana's going to be right there with us. Lana, welcome to the family. There is now just one laptop left. Hurry up. Go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're still getting that one that's available. You don't have to enter your address, okay? You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that laptop.